Welcome to what I like to call the Song Dog Concert Series. I call it that because, I kind of bring in some people who are making do on the outskirts of the music industry. Although we have had some pretty heavy hitters in here, but most of them are like me. They're scrappy, somewhat outsiders that do our best. I gotta say, when I think about those coyotes out there yipping and yapping and making a joyful noise with their buddies, I know they're kind of skinny and underfed. They probably have fleas, but they're free, dadgummit. They sing their own song. Those are the kind of people I try to get in here. So if you've never been here before, I like to say there's a lot of places in McKinney, Texas where you can go to, talk to a girl or make a business deal or just get drunk and loud in general to hear the sound of your own voice. There are not very many places in McKinney, Texas where you can just sit and listen to a real songwriter and be able to hear every word and every note on the guitar and all those nice details. And this is that place. So, So that's my nice way of saying that if you feel like talking, just go over there to that other room and there's a bar. It's great. They got a great bar there. With no further ado, let's give a big warm welcome to Mr. Josh Morningstar. Guest this time. Just make yourself at home, Josh. We're gonna get to know each other real good here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a fan of good barbecue, cold beer, a nice whiskey selection, if you're a fan of some of this beautiful spring Texas weather we've been having, if you're a fan most of all of singers and songwriters that mean what they write what they mean and sing it from the heart, if you're a fan of any of those things, ladies and gentlemen, I got good news. My name is Zane Williams, and you're in the right place tonight. If you ever had wondered what life would be like in a bigger town, if you ever let go of a dream for the sake of settling down, if this life hasn't given you everything you thought it might, come on in, you're in the right place tonight. If a whiskey glass and a cigarette seem to fit your hand, if a turn or two out on the dance floor makes you feel young again, if you can't see your troubles by the glow of a neon light, come on in, you're in the right place tonight. Come on in, come on in. For a little while we're all friends, and this old world can't drag us down. If you've been hoping that love will find you, well, honey, it just might. Come on in, you're in the right place tonight. Well, we all bring different burdens through those swinging doors. We all have a different fix we come here looking for. If what you need is a slow dance and a stranger to hold you tight, come on in, you're in the right place tonight. Come on in, come on in. tonight. Congratulations, y'all, we're in the right place tonight. Listen to the one and only Josh Morningstar.
Well, shit, yeah, that was awesome. Fuck yeah, I'm in the right place tonight.
Oh, nice. Hello, California.
Cheers.
Cheers. Welcome.
Man, so, yeah, fuck yeah. My name's Josh, I'm from Funkstown, Maryland. I've spent the last way too many years of my life running around this country, writing songs and singing songs for anyone that would listen to my songs, and quite a few people who did not.
Who stubbornly refused. Stoically refused.
That's a good one. I'm gonna steal that. Man, I'm happy to be here. I'm from Maryland. I live in Knoxville. I lived in Knoxville for the last couple of years. Knoxville's cool. I dig it. Yeah, fuck yeah, for Knoxville. This is not too far from the house. This is real rundown gas station. It's where all the drug deals happen. It's been robbed a bunch of times. It's where the people who are home challenged hang out. It's that kind of place, man. So I walked up there one day, definitely not to buy a bag of weed, but for some other stuff. And I was standing there thinking, and I was like, shit, this place has been robbed a bunch of times. I'm probably gonna get robbed standing here. Why do things like that happen? And I came to the conclusion that it's because we, as a society, tend to do some crummy things to quote unquote get ahead in life. And then I thought, well, that's been happening forever. They say Jesus Christ was crucified next to two thieves. People have been doing crummy things to get ahead in life for a really long time. And then I thought, make a rhyme. Little Timmy Thomas robbed Kenjo on the corner with a pistol that he lifted from his buddy Bobby Warner. Got $700 and 11 pack of cigs, and everyone in town knew exactly who did it. If his mama would have been there, you know she'd have hid and smoked stolen Marlboro Reds. When the feds came to get him, we were all just trying to make it. We're all just trying to get by. If we want them to take it, seem to be the words that we live by. Said crucified Jesus with a couple of thieves, but we don't know what we do, just know what we need. Teresa was the finest piece of tail he'd ever seen. Blew his mind back, she got all of that in them jeans. He walked over and told her she could have his last name. She asked him what he drove, told her a black Range Rover. Same old song and dance, kicked the drum, and yeah, she thought that he was ugly, but she's looking for a come up. We're all just trying to make it. We're all just trying to get by. If one can take it, seem to be the words that we live by. Say crucified Jesus with a couple of thieves, for we don't know what we do, just know what we need. So Father, please forgive us for our lust and our greed, but you created temptation, so how about a little empathy, respectively? I mean, if you think objectively, this is kind of your fault, cause this is kind of your thing. Said the mega corporation CEO, 7-figure, doesn't get no PTO. Work them all like a dog, treat them all like a slave. This motherfuckers are lucky to get minimum wage. Pay keeps getting lower. Average Joe is in fear. Execs collect checks. It's another record year. We're all just trying to make it. We're all just trying to get by. If we want them to take it, seem to be the words that we live by. Said crucified Jesus with a couple of thieves. You won't believe the things we do to get the things we think we need. Cheers.
I heard that was going to be Kenny Chesney's new single, man.
He went to his guy and said, give me something that has all the words.
Yeah, so I had one guy tell me in Nashville one time that nobody would ever cut 99 bottles because he was like, these recording artists, they don't want to mess up. They don't want to look like a fool on stage. They can't remember all those words. Haven't you noticed how simple all the songs they sing are?
That's my whole
I still like to believe that maybe that's not true. I don't know. But I'm sure they're out there.
That's my whole shtick, man.
Lots of words.
Lots of words and being a fool on stage.
Well, they're leaving that market open for you, so that's good. So, what made you want to pick up a guitar? When did you do that? How old were you?
9.
9?
Yeah. I got a cheap guitar out of a catalog my parents got for me for Christmas. I don't even remember what it was. And I learned a couple chords and I wrote a song called School. I don't like it.
Nice. School. I don't like it. Yeah. You and I were on the same wavelength about that time. But I didn't pick up, I was playing piano at that time. I didn't pick up a guitar until I was 17. So still trying to figure it out. Let's see. My first guitar was a used Yamaha. My parents got one. My parents were college professors, and so they sort of know how the game works as far as getting scholarships and stuff. And they told me that if I got a certain score, they told me if I got a perfect score on the SAT, they'd buy me a car. And then if I got above 1,500, they'd give me a guitar. And so when I was taking that SAT, I was just like, it was like, who wants to be a millionaire or whatever. If I get this wrong, I don't get a car. Every single question. If I get this wrong, I don't get a car. Definitely motivated me, for sure. I didn't end up with a car, I ended up with a guitar instead.
You think it was because they saw your talent and knew what you were supposed to do, so they made the car kind of like perfect SAT is not an easy fucking thing. You know?
Right.
So it's like, you do okay, here's a guitar. We think you should be playing music because obviously, I mean, shit, you're bad.
I definitely don't think they could have really afforded the car. So, I don't think that was a serious part of their plan. I took it very seriously. Well, speaking of songs that are outside the box, I've got this little band called The Wilder Blues. This one is a little kind of a fun one that we recorded and then figured out that we can't hardly play it live. So anyway, you get to hear it now. Well, the rebel sees the hypocrisy, so she takes a different track. And the only cost is the getting lost with no way of getting back. And a modern man in a castle of sand turns a blind eye to the past, cursing the sky as he wonders why it comes crumbling down so fast. And a line between right and wrong is like a line from some faded AM song. It goes doo 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 doo. Well, the billionaire is losing his hair. He's busy, but he's bored. He'd like to find some peace of mind at a price he can afford. And the Daily News gives us their views, however they may incline. They pick up the pen, but the stories end already in their mind. And the line between right and wrong is like a line from some faded AM song. It goes doo 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 doo. his youth. He's on my couch just belting out a little universal truth. Me, I'm doing the best I can, in case you couldn't tell. You know it's day to day, but I have to say that today I'm doing well. And the line between right and wrong is like a line from some faded AM song. It goes
Started writing this down in the stockyards. Finished it at home in Knoxville. That doesn't have anything to do with anything, really, other than the first line, I guess. But that's
This song was conceived in Texas.
Yeah, I think something. Right where your mind works. Beneath the streetlights in the stockyards, hot boots clothes, we dance around sidewalks, all the bars closed, moving to a melody no one else but us would ever hear. Gave a fiver to a Mexican, his name was Julio. Gracias, he said, and handed you a single rose through the midnight on your face. He asked me if I knew a place to disappear. He said, it's time we get away from here. Leave our worries and our troubles behind us in the rearview mirror. I could take you to the coast, we could both get on a boat and sail. For I know you love the snow, and I know a place to go and fail. Or maybe we can make a home in the next town that we end up going through. But you know that I don't care where we go, I don't give a damn for what we do, as long as I'm there with you. Beneath the painted purple desert sky, hot boots and clothes, I shouted at the heavens that I'd never let you go. You laughed and called me crazy. I laughed and said I thought I made that clear. There was stillness in the nightfall, sand between our toes. The angels took the night off, so we went chasing ghosts. When I told you that I loved you, won't forget the way you smiled from ear to ear. You said there ain't no place you'd rather be but here, and you're glad we left our troubles behind us in the rearview mirror. When we head to the coast, we both got on a boat and sailed. We made love and watched it snow at a cabin no one knows in Vail. And you said let's make a home in the next town that we end up going through. But you know that I don't care for where we go, I don't give a damn for what we do, as long as I'm there with you. coast. Let's just get on a boat and sail. Build a life as we grow old at a cabin no one knows and there. 'Cause I'm in to make a home in any town we end up going through. Ooh. Know that I don't care where we go. I don't give a damn for what we do. As long as I'm there, you. Anywhere will do. As long as I'm there, you.
So, how'd you end up in Knoxville?
Well, in my experience, it's always either a woman or work, and in my case, it was a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best thing that ever happened to me.
Awesome. Yeah, that's why I live here in McKinney, Texas.
See? Oh, man, woman or work.
Woman, we wanted to get back close to family and start a family. That was good because we ended up having kids, and then going out on the road all together is not as easy of an option. They do join me here and there, but it's not exactly a kid-friendly environment out there sometimes, and we stay up late, sleep late, and so forth. But so now she stays home a lot, but at least she's got help. Her parents are here. My parents retired and moved here. Let's see, I could do a song I wrote for my wife, I guess. Been married.
Yes.
We've been married 23 years and counting. 24 this July. I can remember that because we got married on an even millennium, which I highly recommend. It's easy to remember.
Keep it going.
Living is what happens while we're waiting, wishing for a better day to come. This old dream I keep on chasing keeps me on the road and on the run. Oh my, there's something in my eye, looking back at the years that have flown. Here's to you, my true companion, sweetest refuge I have ever known. Woman, you have loved me through the lean times, when the time was on we really had to spare. Guess we've grown up in the meantime. Look how the gray is growing in our hair. Oh my, there's something in my eye, looking back at the years that have flown. Is you my true companion, sweetest refuge I have ever known. Oh my, there's something in my eye, looking back at the years that have flown. Here's to you, my true companion, sweetest refuge I have ever known. You're the sweetest refuge
Do a pretty song, I'll do a pretty song. So messing it over. Out at night, please know I thought you hung the moon. Maybe sometime we can dance by my graveside, beside where my flowers bloom. Tell you again that I love you. I'll ask you again not to go. 'Cause even if my heart's no longer beating, my lungs aren't breathing, I love you even as it goes. Out that night, please know I thought you hung the stars. And in the darkness of the midnight, you'll hear me whisper to you wherever you are. Tell you again that I need you. I'll ask you again not to go. 'Cause even if my heart's no longer beating, my lungs aren't breathing, I love you even as it goes. I'm gonna love you till the water runs dry, till the light runs away from the sun. And if you live to be 100, I hope I live to be 100 minus one day. I don't have to live a day without you. Out that night, please know I thought you hung the sky. And see both the moon and the sunlight every time I look into your eyes. I want you to know that I love you. I wanna know that you know that even if my heart's no longer beating, my lungs aren't breathing, I love you. Even if my heart's no longer beating, my lungs aren't breathing, I love you. Even as it goes.
My granny, you're talking about living to be 100 and stuff. My granny up in Kentucky just turned 101.
Wow.
And my grandpa, they were married, 60 years. He passed away probably 10 years ago, and her mind's starting to go a little bit. Sometimes the nurses will come in there and she'll have like a little cup of coffee and a donut there for my grandpa. She'll be like, "Oh, that's for Lee."
Have you written that yet?
It's coming.
That would be a good one. I like to make people cry.
Okay. We can do that all night, really.
Let's see. What's good? Oh Lord. I'm gonna play a happy one. We might get on a good day here. Actually, this song has a pretty lame origin story, but I'll tell it anyway, just for fun. I took a guitar lesson and they taught me. Oh, anyway, I did learn that last part. And they were like, those are the little triads on those strings, and they were like, and you know what? It's important to put into practice what we learned. So go home and try to write a song with that this week. I was like, okay. I saw it parked down at the stop and go with a sign saying 3,500 OBO. I had just enough saved up from the summer after I talked him down a couple of hundred. I remember it well, I was riding high when I drove you to the lake that starry night. Took a little detour through an open field. Our first taste of our freedom fields in an 87 74 singing, ooh, baby, that don't make come like that anymore. Going where we never been before in an 87 Chevy 4x4. Life is a play and that truck was our stage. We were falling in love, we were coming of age, sneaking off after the football games, tearing up the back roads every time it rained. Do you remember that night we got stuck and you lost a high heel down the mud? How about that little canyon down in Big Bend, watching the sun singing Love after that 87 74 singing, ooh, baby, that don't make come like that anymore. Going where we never been before in an 87 Chevy 4x4. Stack. A little TLC will get her running again. We're coming up on a long weekend, baby. What do you say, you and me, find a way to break free again? 87 74 singing, baby, they don't make them like this anymore. Going where we've never been before in an 87 Chevy 4x4. Come like this anymore. Let's go where we never been before. In an 87 Chevy 4x4. 87 Chevy 4x4.
That's my buddy Cass right there. We've been over for man. So I'll be real with you. I don't consider myself to be anything but a songwriter. I'm not a singer. I'm not a guitar player. I'm a songwriter, right? I write songs and I sing them because I enjoy doing it. Every now and then, if you see me by myself, I will sing you a song I didn't write because there's a lot of great fucking songs out there. I'm hearing them right there all night. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'll sing you a song I didn't write because I enjoy doing that too. Here lately, I'll sing you a song that I wrote that someone else sings, and that's my favorite because that's what really helps pay my fucking bills. Man, I try to song every day in some form or fashion. I don't always succeed, obviously, but I try to write a song every day. Sometimes I can't write a song, and then sometimes I write a song about not being able to write a song. And that's what this song is about. I feel like I need to give you a disclaimer. I say fuck a lot in this because I was frustrated when I wrote it, okay? I'm a nice guy, forgive my language. I saw this thing that said people with high IQs tend to curse a lot, and I'm gonna forget all the dumb shit that I've done in my past that would say differently and go with that. So please forgive me, but I was stressed out, man, because I couldn't write a fucking song. Staring at another blank piece of paper, cause the words ain't coming out. Man, fuck it, I'll write it later. Once I finally figure out what I'm gonna write about, or how. I don't wanna write another song about a woman. That's been done and done to death. But what if another song about a woman is all that I've got left? Why do I suddenly feel so stressed? And why's the song speeding up like this? And now my heart's beating out of my chest. Maybe I should take a nap instead of trying to find a clever line and put it next. I guess that this is where the chorus would probably go if I could write a fucking song. It'd be something catchy and they play it on the radio. You learn the words and sing along. But the melody ain't coming, this guitar part's been done and the words have all left and gone. I'd probably be alright if I could just write a fucking song. And I don't mean like a fucking song, I mean like, why can't I write a song, man? Songs, man, fucking songs, man. What do you do when your sense of self-worth becomes totally and completely tied to and attributed to your profession? Well, it doesn't take much for that profession to then become an obsession, especially if it's your means of introspection and reflection. You'll hunt it every day with aggression. You're willing to make concessions you normally wouldn't because you have a predilection for connection. So if I question where's the next one, it might seem like I'm seeking decompression, but really I'm just trying to lessen the depression I get from using my transgressions without discretion as a form of expression. In succession with the deception that he, the exception, can't get past the perception of rejection long enough to leave an impression on those who second guess him. So, is there a lesson? Yes. There's beauty in imperfection, but I digress. What's next? Oh yes, the chord progression says it's the chorus section, and so this is where the chorus would probably go if I could write a fucking song. If it's something catchy and you play it on the radio, you learn the words and sing along. But the melody ain't coming, this guitar part's been done and the words all left and gone. I'd probably be alright if I could write. I'm not alright, why can't I write? Why can't I just sit down and write a fucking song? Fucking songs. Staring at another blank piece of paper. So down.
Never know where they're gonna come from.
Amen, brother. Amen.
One time, my old band and I, we were having lunch at a Mexican food restaurant in Houston, and we came out and our van and trailer were gone. And long story short, I had installed a GPS tracker in the trailer because I was tired of hearing about my buddies having all their gear stolen out on the road. And so we called the cops. The cops didn't, well, the dispatch lady didn't seem all that concerned. And she said she'd call me back eventually. And then 15 minutes went by and I watched the little transponder going down the highway. I was kind of freaking out. So we posted on Facebook and said, hey, if there's any fans within a few miles of this address, we're at this restaurant, and we need you to come get us so we can follow the people that stole all of our stuff. And so about 10 minutes later, this girl in a VW Bug pulls up, and I jumped in with her. And we went off chasing the transponder signal. And then a police officer called me, and it was because his wife saw my Facebook post. and she was a friend and fan, and he was like, man, Zane, what's going on? And I was like, well, here's the deal. And he was like, well, give me the address. By this time, the transponder signal had stopped at a certain location and had been stopped for like 15 minutes, so I was kind of freaking out. And he was like, well, tell me the address and I'll send in some units. So he sent in the units. We were almost there in the VW Bug, and he called me back and he said, well, man, they found your trailer with the tracker in it. They didn't have a chance to break into it yet or anything, but the van wasn't there. They dropped off the trailer and they left in the van. He was like, you didn't have a tracker in the van, did you? No. So anyway, the van was ended up being found 2 weeks later, empty, and we never got back any of our stuff that was in the van. But we got the trailer back that day, and that police officer who was off duty that day, he came with his pickup truck and hooked up to our trailer and drove us to Galveston, and we were on stage that night at 5:30. So
that is the definition of show must go on.
Yeah. And then after that, we went to Walmart and bought some underwear. Anyway, I wrote this song the next day. I was still kind of angry. To the folks that stole our van and trailer, first of all, I'm flattered you like my CDs so much you just had to have them all. I understand good country music these days is hard to find. But there are a few things we'd like back, if you don't mind. In the back bench seat, there's a fiddle in that case. It's 100 years old and one of a kind and impossible to replace. Maybe you were planning on taking lessons, and that's a real good thing to do. But it's a lot of work. Somehow I don't think that's you. We could make it easy. You could bring it back to our next show. We'd all love to meet you. If you think that you can make it, let us know. There's a few other things in there that you won't need. That guitar will just frustrate you, make your fingers bleed. And if you turn that amp up too loud, you'll drive the neighbors crazy. You don't want them thinking that you're no good and lazy. Now there are just a few things that you left with us. Things like talent and dedication and a reputation people trust, and the goodwill of folks everywhere who love the way the music makes them feel. Those are things you can never have, 'cause those are things that you can't steal.
thinking about what the fuck I was gonna do next. So that was awesome. I think that's fucking cool. Oh yeah, I'm having a great time. I hope y'all are too. So I'm not much of a political guy, right? I don't do that whole thing, really. As far as I can tell from politics, they're pretty much all crooks and we're pretty much all fucked, so we might as well just be nice to each other. You know what I mean? But there are a couple causes, you know, I do have my things that I stand behind, my beliefs and causes I'm proud to get behind, and one of those causes is the usage and legalization of marijuana. Probably comes as a big shock to you, I don't know. But I also, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I make a living writing songs and rhyming words, and weed is a very easy word to rhyme with. So I decided I was going to get all political about the cause of marijuana, right? And I sat down to write my powerhouse of a political protest song, and I thought to myself, well, what is it that you're trying to say? And I said, well, what I guess I'm trying to say is, I like weed. And then a very dim light bulb went off, and I thought, what a great way to start a song, right? I like weed, but then the problem became, I already said everything I was trying to say already in 3 words, and no one's going to listen to a song that just goes, I like weed, so I had to come up with a way to do it without like making it redundant. I don't fucking know, man, I tried. I like weed, I love ganja, I like smoking marijuana. Piece of heaven from the sea, give me everything I need, all you be, yes indeed, I like weed. I remember the first time I blazed. No, I don't. Anyway, I just recall I really dug it. First, I wasn't sure that I should do it. I heard getting high had ruined lives, but then I thought, well, fuck it. I started puffing and then came the cough. 10 minutes later, I'd taken off on a plane called Mary Jane. I was buzzing. Ever since that day, I've been smoked 2 joints in the morning. I smoked 2 joints at night. Yeah, fuck yeah, that's this song by this band called Sublime. Sublime's this band from the 90s. They're from California. That song's called Smoke 2 Joints. It's a pretty tasty nug, man. You should check it out. I won't pretend I don't love it. I know that there was another line here, but I can never remember what it was. I don't know. Fuck it. I like weed. I love ganja. I like smoking marijuana. Piece of heaven from the sea. Give me everything I need. All you be, yes indeed. I like weed. I like blue dream, purple kush, space clean, burn, bush, no pepper, and crack grape. These are all kinds of weed, by the way. I like blue dream, purple kush, space clean, burn, bush, no pepper, and crack grape. Big mouth, bush, one call, waifu, brainwave tattoo. We made a bong one time from a vacuum. Silver haze, OG, SKK, 3 goblet, body OZ, bags and bags and bags and bags. I probably even smoked a little Mckinney, Texas, right? If you got it, I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm here for the rest of the fucking night, man. I'm pretty easy to find. I like weed. I love ganja. I like smoking lots of really good marijuana. Piece of heaven from the sea. Give me everything I need. All you be, yes indeed. I like weed. Just keep your dope, keep your speed. I like weed. Unless you got some DMT or you're the Mckinney PD. Yes indeed, you can believe I like weed. I'm serious though. I'm serious. I'm around.
Bunch of people are just changing their after the show plans right now. Well, you know, I got me a weed song. Well, my precious darling daughter with the curls all in a mess, lie down a spell and let me tell you a story while you rest. It's a tale about a couple of sprouts, each grown from a tiny seed. One was a baby oak tree and the other was a weed. Well, now spring came with its heavy rain and that weed got an early start. He grew up quickly, but he was prickly and hollow in his heart. That oak tree, he was tiny, just a twig and not much more. But there was something strong about him, something sturdy in his core. Well, summer came and that weed was the biggest, baddest thing around, soaking up all the water while everyone else was turning brown. He was quite the sight at his height, right near 6 feet tall, and all the pretty wildflowers loved him best of all. Well, now summer turned to autumn, and the green leaves turned to gold. One clear night when the moon was bright, there came a freezing cold. A killing frost crept across that meadow and cast its spell, and in the morning there lay the weed, withered where he fell. Well, winter that year was bitter, cruel and icy cold, and the snow piled up in drifts along the fence line by the road. And if anything was living, it was hidden out of sight, hungered down, hoping just to make it through the night. La, la, but then the wind blew warm again, the way it always does. Tulips popped up through the snow and the bees began to buzz. That weed that once had been so tall was now just a memory. But there where once a twig had been, now stood a young oak tree. He kept right on growing, grew up straight and true and tall, and every spring he watched those weeds come up just to wither in the fall. He stood through floods and droughts and bouts with bugs and wind and hail, but his trunk was deeply rooted and his big heart never failed. Nowadays he stands majestic, the tallest thing for miles, mighty arms outstretched to catch the sun when it smiles. The birds nest in his branches and the deer rest in his shade. The squirrel sitting on burls eating his acorns havoc made. One more time. Now my daughter, many years from now, a boy will come along who'll catch your eye and make you sigh with a smile or with a song. And you'll want to cling together, take a run and go at life, and he'll kneel and tell you how he feels, and he'll ask you to be his wife. And I'll gladly give you to him when that day finally comes, knowing I won't lose a daughter, but instead I'll gain a son. Just as long as you remember my little tale about 2 seeds, and you make sure that boy's an oak tree, not a weed.
When he was growing up, his grandfather lived in Waco his whole life, and they were driving around. He pulled up to a stop sign, and his grandfather looked at him and said, "Where are we?" He didn't know he had dementia, lived there his whole life. And he said he could tell that he was really scared, and Hayes was scared too. And it was stuff I could relate to. My grandparents all went through it as well. So then I was honored he trusted me to help him write something so close to his heart. You know what I mean? So he's a badass man. And then he went and made a video for it, and I'll watch that video exactly one time because it made me cry like something. Leaves on that ancient old oak tree started to turn, same shade as the flames of fire I'm watching burn. There's an unfinished crossword resting harmless chair. For the life of me, I don't know if I'm the one that left it there. Something feels so familiar as I watch you walk into the room, and I recognize your face, but I damn sure recognize that perfume. You kneel down beside me and gently take hold of my hand. Say, baby, I'm scared, I'm not sure I know who I am. Could you help me remember who it is that I used to be? Could you tell me the story of my family, our hopes and our dreams? Did I protect my children? Did I stand up for my friends? Is there damage that I did? Did I ever make amends? Was I house on fire? Was I just a slow burning ember? Could you please
management.
Yeah, Rich. But he's a good guy, man. We've written a couple together. I have a new record coming out June 28th. And he and I, there's one on there that he and I wrote together. It's not slit your wrist sad like that, but.
Well, they can't all be, but.
I mean, if I had my way, shit.
Right. I could definitely put together a set where they all were, for sure.
Y'all need to write together.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Here's one that's more on the hopeful side. In fact, this may be one of the more hopeful songs I've ever written. I saw this rare sight that musicians don't always get to see. There's I think they call it like a sunrise. It's where the sun comes up instead of going down. It's pretty cool. It's very beautiful, kind of very, very hopeful. And I was driving the band van and kind of wrote this tune while I was cruising down the road down in the beautiful part of Texas, the hill country down there around Concan. Hello, misty mountains, blue in the light of dawn. Hello, rolling river, rambling right along. And hello, fresh air filling up my lungs so I can say hello, world, thanks for another day. Well, the sun ain't shown his face yet, but he's coloring the clouds, painting me a picture that must make the maker proud. In the morning doves sing a song to the morning stars. It's a peaceful feeling being happy where you are. Happy right there where you are, singing hello, misty mountains, blue in the light of dawn. Hello, rolling river, rambling right along. And hello, fresh air filling up my lungs so I can say hello, world, thanks for another day. Well, there's a fat squirrel on the porch rail, looking mighty proud of his tail, and the sign saying home sweet cabin just hanging on a rusty nail. As a couple of quiet whitetails turn and look my way, flick their ears and then they disappear into the grave. If they could, wonder if they'd say hello, misty mountains, blue in the light of dawn. Hello, rolling river, rambling right along. And hello, fresh air filling up my lungs so I can say hello, world, thanks for another day. Hello, misty mountains, blue in the light of dawn. Hello, rolling river, rambling right along. And hello, fresh air filling up my lungs so I can say hello, world, thanks for another day. Oh, hello, world, thanks for another day.
Man, I'm digging this. I don't do a whole lot of like writers rounds, but man, I'm having fun. And Zane was telling me earlier that they do this the first Tuesday of every month, and he was going down the roster, and it was just fucking one incredible person after another. And I'm sure y'all already know this, but I spend a lot of time on the fucking road, and I know Zane from the Wilder Blue, you know what I mean? Like, that's how we met. So, come back and hear first Tuesday every month. This is fucking awesome. Thank you. So, I'm gonna stand up here for a second, and the reason why, I'm gonna tell you, if I can do this without ruining everything. I tend to do that. I'm a lucky person in that favorite artist is also the person I get to wake up beside most mornings, and she's on the road with me right now, and I'd like to bring her up to sing This is Madison. Yeah, so Madison writes songs too. She paints. She does all kinds of shit. She's badass. And, you want to tell them the story of how we're writing this song?
Oh yeah. So I don't mean to turn my back on you, but I will. So we wrote this song together one night. It was very similar to like a Walk Hard type of situation. If you've seen Walk Hard, Dewey Cox, the Dewey Cox story. If you haven't seen it, it's an incredible movie. You should really watch it if you appreciate comedy. But anyway, we were kind of in a troubled time in our relationship, and he said something and I said something, and then and then I basically said, "Don't you dare write a song right now, Dewey Cox," because I got that far off look in his eye, you know. And so he kind of meandered over he's like, "I'm not." Kind of meandered over the piano, not the computer, the opposite of a computer, and sat down and started writing, and I sat down with him and wrote right along with him. So, you know, the blind lead the blind, but it's a good song. It's a pretty song. It's a pretty song.
Can I try? Make you love me. Whatever I can do, make amends. If I could only have another one last chance, can I try to make you love me again?
Now don't you try to make me love you again. I can't lie, trust you, you'll pretend again. I won't turn another blind eye to your sins. You'll say anything you can to make amends. I'm not giving you another one last chance. Don't you try to make me love you again.
Every promise that I've broken, and I know it's if you wanna go ahead and walk away. I won't blame you, but I beg you, I'll do anything it takes to make you stay. Can I try
Get on, Mike.
to make you love me again?
I can't lie, I want to. We'd be better off as friends.
I swear I tried my best in my defense.
This time it's not enough, I can't pretend. There's nothing you can do, it has to end.
Let me try to make you love me again.
I can't let myself love you again.
y'all. That was a special treat.
Okay.
So, but it did end up working out later?
I mean, most days,
And that was the last song we ever wrote together. That's awesome. Well, you know, kind of the thing I like about these type of shows is there is no set list, right? There's no game plan. Kind of do whatever we want to do. I think I might be in the mood to try a new one out on you guys that I never played. You seem like the forgiving types. I've been cheated on, I've been proven wrong. I thought my world would end, but then it moved on. I'm on the other side of many adolescent fears. What can shape a man like that? Only the years. I know my limits now, I still push them some, but I no longer feel such a burning need just to be someone. I guess I found my meaning in the loved ones I hold dear. What can give a man that gift? Only the years. The years that stole my simple faith away now give me gratitude for each and every day. The years that changed most everything I knew. When I was ready, let me hear you. I was thinking now, with your hand in mine, how growing things like you and me become intertwined. The highest high is reserved for only those who persevere. What can make it mean that much? Only the years. The years that stole my simple faith away now give me gratitude for each and every day. The years that changed the only world I knew. When I was ready, let me hear you. It's been something else, and there's more to come. May I have this dance as again we go spinning round the sun. When all the little things that never mattered disappear, what do I have left to give you? Only the years. What can I hope to give you, my love? Only the years.
90% of my life is songs, right? That is such a classically beautiful fucking song. I'm sorry that I could not contain my excitement during the middle of that. Dude, that was fucking incredible. That is like Stardust kind of shit, man. Like, that's like American Songbook kind of shit. That's fucking incredible, man. Fuck yeah.
Your turn.
Man, I don't sing like that. All I got's words. That's it. I'll tell you what. You said that was a new one? Son of a bitch. Alright, here's the newest one I've written, okay? This is the newest one I've written. First we break up, and then we make up. It doesn't take us very long to start the cycle once again. This time's different. Something's missing. Can't dismiss it as a fight. Keep on living life like this. Our ship's hit an iceberg. We're sinking. I love you. I can't help but thinking I could have been over you by now. I could have found someone new, moved on somehow. If I'd stop myself from stopping you just once as you walked out, I could have been over you by now. I could have been over you by now. Keep going round in circles, say the same things all the time. I know that we're both hurting, some things hurt more than goodbye. We approach the same damn finish line, time and time again. If I had the strength to cross it, right now I could have been. I could have been over you by now. I could have found someone new and moved on the flight somehow. If I'd stop myself from stopping you just once as you walked out, I could have been over you by now. If you weren't the only thing I can live without, I could have been over you by now. I could be over you right now. Thanks, John.
Will? Say what? Do a little beer song, beer drinking song. Some people think this is the beer drinking song. It's certainly the only beer drunken song. That's the only beer drunken song I ever. listened to when I was growing up in my little Church of Christ bubble. The song is called 99 Bottles of Beer on the Wall. Well, on a day hot enough to make the devil cuss, I walked into a bar so thirsty I was spitting dust. Barkeep asked me, what'll it be? I said, well, what you got? He said, well, let's see. We got Lone Star, PBR, Rolling Rock, Shiner Bock, Moose Drew, Lou Doodles, Heaven by Ziegenbach, Keystone, Coors, Iron Coors, we got Red Stripe, Amstel, Amsterdam, and the Tall Can, Bigelow, Miller Lite, Guinness by the pint glass, Doppelbock, Lager, Tegas, Waller versus Golden Bass, Load Mint Stout, Line a line of Kugels, open up your wallet, no time to be through. Well, there's 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around, 98 bottles of beer on the wall. Well, y'all, needless to say, I was pretty impressed as he handed me an ice cold beer from a chest. Said, not bad for a hole in the wall. Barkeep grinned, said, well, that ain't all. We got Rio Grande, River Rock, Tagato with a twist top, Dos Perros, Dos Iggy's, Foster if you're Aussie, Bud Light and the Josh Morningstar koozie, dozen wheat beers on the tap every Tuesday. Got Heineken, Killian's, Labatt's, and Beck's, ice cold Coronas with the limes in the necks, Yingling chillin' with a old Milwaukee's vest, Sam Adams and that ain't even half a rest. I am 98 bottles of beer on the wall, 98 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around, 97 bottles of beer on the wall. Yeah. Have you never heard this song before? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, wow, this is going to be a long song. And I did realize at this point that I had run out of beer that rhymed, and I was only on 97. So I decided to turn it into a story song. To wrap it up, the story goes like this. I settled down with my favorite brew. I ordered me another before I knew. It was 2 a.m. and I was under a table being choked by some dude that smelled like a stable. And finally I was able to throw him through the screen door, pick up my hat off the hardwood floor, get on back to the barkeep's daughter who was putting Papa Top on the jukebox, dancing non-stop and sipping on a beer that I bought her. We were drinking it like it was water. There were cowgirls everywhere wearing their pretty hair down to the derriere. There were 2 more bottles of beer on the wall, 2 more bottles of beer. We took one down, passed it around, 1 more bottle of beer on the wall, 1 more bottle of beer on the wall, 1 more bottle of beer. We raised up high and drained it dry. And there were no more bottles of beer on the wall. We started on a Cuervo, a Cardigo, margarita, straight tequila, Jim Beam, George Jekyll, then we went our whistle with a single malt scotch, pink schnapps, and a gin shot. Captain Morgan poured some more, I had cider, sliders, flying tigers, Dr. Pepper for the designated drivers. They were clear, absolute, never riddle. I don't remember much, but I never will forget those 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. ice cold cider and 99 bottles of beer on the wall. That's a good wordy one.
I was right there with you, brother. I don't know what that says, but I was right there with you. Towns would say, I'll play you a medley of my hit. Right here, I'll play you a medley of my hit. Now I say that, man, fucking shit's wild. God bless Cody Jinks, man. You guys have been real fucking good to me, man. You've been real good to me. He's recorded 16 songs now that either he and I have written together or by myself. But this was the first one, and this is the most successful one, and God bless him for it. It's called Must Be the Whiskey. My heart says love, my head says run. It's like my heart's too afraid to tell my head what it's done. I know that it can never be the way that it was. Even though it beats the death of me, I can't give you up too much. It's not enough, it's not the love, it's not the lust that grips me. It must be the whiskey. I've been drinking to remember and drinking to forget. I gotta love you on my mind. Jim Beam on my breath, loneliness got the rest. I got nothing left within me. Must be the whiskey. No, I'm not going crazy lately. These thoughts in my head. We're in a world of a million regrets. All the things I should have done, all the things I should have said, all the pain that comes from hating the mess you made of yourself. I know I'm chasing rainbows, thinking I can make it work. And the fact is that my actions spoke louder than my words. It only makes it worse thinking of her. Think she'll forgive me. It must be the whiskey. I've been drinking to remember and drinking to forget. I gotta love you on my mind. Jim Beam on my breath. Loneliness got the rest. I got nothing left within me. Sometimes it hits me. Never I'm a little tipsy. Oh, it hits me. Whenever I'm a little tipsy, it must be the whiskey. Oh, must be the whiskey.
I had a cool moment a couple weeks ago. Cody and I are both on this tour with Luke Combs this summer. So I was watching Cody. We go, the Wilder Blue goes on first, Haley Witters, Charles Wesley Gottman, then Cody Jinks, then Luke Combs. And so I was watching Cody's set, and he was singing, hippies and cowboys, and I was remembering he and I doing a song swap just like this in Fort Worth at Magnolia Motor Lounge like 15 years ago. And there were only 5 people there. Yeah. It was a Monday night. He offered me $100 to come over there and song swap with him, and I felt bad even taking that much, but But anyway, so it's kind of cool to time rolls on, and kind of a neat moment to see people sing along to that song. People love that one. They love singing along to that one. And it's pretty cool when there's like 45,000 people singing to it.
Brother, I'll tell you what, man, the first time I ever heard that song sung back was in this area of Dallas at the Majestic, man. And I'll never forget it. And I'll tell you what, man, it never stops being as cool as it was the first time. You hear people singing songs back to you, man. It's cool as fuck. If I could bottle that up somehow and sell that to y'all, I wouldn't even need to write these fucking things. Thank y'all so much. Thanks so much.
Well, maybe we each do one more and call it a Tuesday night. I gotta say next month I actually won't be here. I don't think we're doing it. Matt may have something else going on that night, but I won't be here. I'll be on the road with Wilder Blue doing that whole Blue Comb stuff. But I'm working on July and onward, and so it's gonna be good. So get in the habit of coming out, hanging out with us, celebrating songs, and so forth and such as. Let me see if this is how this one goes. Lying awake in the hours before morning, watching the light push back the dark. That big burning ball always reminds me how insignificant my worries are in the big picture. Still, it's the little things that seem to get me when life isn't fair and nothing goes right. I take it out on the people who love me. It's easy to do when you lose sight of the big picture. But in the big picture I see it all so clear. What I should do on this earth while I'm here. Love all my family and friends when I can, and reach out to my fellow man. I believe it's a truth that we all have inside us, tested and tried by those come before. Ask any wise man and he'll gladly tell you, love or money, which matters more in the big picture. 'Cause in the big picture I see where we really are, on an oasis in an ocean of stars, sharing the earth and our fears and our dreams, more alike than it sometimes may seem. Sitting in front of where it touches my face. I let myself imagine forever and hope that someday I'll find my place in the big picture. Oh, yeah. 'Cause in the big picture I see it all so clear. What we can do with our time while we're here. The more walls that crumble in the name of love, the better we'll see the beauty of the big picture. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
Zane Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm gonna ask Zane to do one more after this one that I do, and the reason is because I'm telling you, you ain't gonna want to go home on this one. But I gotta play it, man, because it's like my fucking song. You know? Man, I had a fucking blast tonight. Thank you guys so much. So I always go home like this. I'm a big fan of Jerry Lee Lewis. Let me rephrase that. I'm a big fan of the music of Jerry Lee Lewis. Yeah. Jerry Lee is a person, he made some, we'll say, questionable decisions. Now, we've all made questionable decisions in our lives, but Jerry Lee's are probably a bit more questionable than a normal person. A lot of people know Jerry Lee married his 13-year-old cousin. A lot of people don't know that 13-year-old cousin was wife number 3 out of 7. Jerry Lee was married 7 times. Nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? But of those 7 wives, there's evidence to support the theory that Jerry Lee probably killed his 4th and 5th wives. You know what I mean? 4th and 5th wives. I don't know. I wasn't there when either of those incidents occurred. I can't say for sure. Only the good Lord and the killer. That's what Jerry Lee called himself, the killer. Only the good Lord and the killer know what really happened on those nights, but I heard that story and I was like, shit, that's a song. I gotta say, rest in peace. Jerry Lee died a couple years ago, you know what I mean? So none of it really fucking matters, really, when it comes down to it. But he was still alive when I wrote the song, and I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh yeah, and I do want to say, listen to this, man. Let me tell you real quick, man. Let me tell you this. This song is written from the perspective of Jerry Lee Lewis, okay? It's not Josh Morningstar. The feelings and things behind this song is not me. I'm singing from the perspective of Jerry Lee Lewis. Fuck, the first couple words of the song are, I'm Jerry Lee, right? Well, not too long ago, I had this woman give me shit after a show one night because she thought I was saying all these horrible things, and man, listen to the fucking words. The words are, I'm Jerry Lee. I'm Jerry Lee. Fuck, man. So listen, man. It's all in good fun, alright? Don't come up to me after the show giving me shit about something that I don't believe just because I made some more rhyme, man. Please. I'm way too relaxed for that. I just want to smoke some weed and chill out, okay? It's a song, man. It's a song. That song's called Jerry Lee. Go fucking figure. Oh, I'm Jerry Lee. shot of speed, singing great balls of fire. Well, if you don't know, then I'll learn you something. They don't call me the killer for nothing. Dangerous, methamphetamine buzzing, crazy enough to marry my first cousin. Touched by the devil, paranoid hellraiser. Fuck Chuck Berry, I'm the real trailblazer. Now that's a direct quote from Jerry Lee. I personally would not say fuck Chuck Berry, I'm the real trailblazer. Although, I guess if I think about it, Chuck Berry was arrested and convicted of videotaping women going to the bathroom in his amusement park. So yeah, probably fuck Chuck Berry, but I wouldn't say anything about being a trailblazer. That's all Jerry Lee. Fuck Chuck Berry, I'm the real trailblazer. People staring like they're scared of me. For the record they ought to be. I'm Jerry Lee, Jerry Lee. Hillbilly insanity, tickling teens and ivories, praise the Lord Elvis died. I'm Jerry Lee, Jerry Lee. Pianos, pistols, rest in peace. Fantastic fury and a shot of speed, singing great balls of fire. There's blood on the carpet, blood on the lamp, blood on the bed sheets, blood on my hands. This type of thing might have happened before, but that bad girl ain't bad no more. I know I may be sometimes jealous, larger than life, baby, I can't help it. She knew what would happen if she tried to leave. Nobody walks out on me. I'm Jerry Lee, Jerry Lee. Hillbilly insanity, tickling teens and ivories, praise the Lord Elvis died. I'm Jerry Lee, Jerry Lee. Pianos, pistols, rest in peace. Pentecost fury and a shot of speed, singing great balls of fire. Oh, 7 lives, 7 deadly sins, 4 and 5 died. Coincidence. The Soto County, no evidence. Cause and effect of messing with Jerry Lee, Jerry Lee. Inconclusive autopsy. Who, what, where, why, it's a mystery, but it's all right. I'm Jerry Lee, Jerry Lee. Yeah, the boys round here take care of me. Wouldn't dare try to pin it on me or my great balls of fire. I sang great balls of fire, still singing great balls of fire. Well, no longer singing great balls of fire.
Josh, Morningstar, y'all. I could have gone home on that one, but because he mentioned it, I'll leave you guys with this. I mean, we've sung a lot of, we've really exercised our lyrical muscles tonight, and we've written a lot of meaningful things about real life, trying to really bring that craft to it. And, just because guys like us get off on that kind of thing, that doesn't mean that we couldn't write some shallow, hooky, pop country lyrics if we wanted to do that. And so one day I just decided to go ahead and prove my point on that, and I wrote a hit song for the 2000 teens. Yes, country radio. It goes like this. We got some country and some kid rock, making the speakers pop. For all them country kids rocking them bikini tops. Got a couple pork chops on the grill, case of twist tops on the chill. Sipping on suds, rocking this buzz. The label says it sounds like a hit, sure it does. It's a sellout song, so catchy even haters sing along. Put your hands up in the air, the lyrics suck so I don't really care. Got my jacked up truck looking good, got a couple fine girls dancing up on the hood. When they sway that way, make you say, hey, what's so wrong with a sellout song? Hell yeah, I'm happy that I sold out. Why should I hold out? Hey, we make 100K every time we roll out. Yeah, you can sing a song from the heart. Me, I'd rather be on the chart. I used to be broke, I nearly lost hope. But that all changed on the day that I wrote a sell-out song. So catchy, you can hear it sing along. Cause it ain't in the near. The lyrics up, so I don't really care. I got my truck looking good. Got a couple fine girls dancing up on the hood. When they sway that way, make me say, hey, what's so wrong with a sellout song? Alright, yo, listen up. All the shorties in the woods, bounce with me now. You know you would look good making out with me now. Don't think too much about what the words mean. Just focus on the backside of my skinny jeans. Bounce to me, oh, bounce to me, bounce to me, oh, bounce to me, bounce to me. When you hear that beat with the banjo, brother, these days, that's how you know it's a sellout song. So catchy that haters sing along. Would you end up with there? The lyrics up so nobody seems to care. I got my truck looking good. Got a couple fine girls dancing up on the hood. When they sway that way, they can say, hey, what's so wrong with a sellout song? Yeah, come on, let's sing a sellout song. Thank you, and I'm sorry. Good night.